Hey, hello, my name is Dimas Aditya Pramana with student number 422976, and my research individual project is differences in altruism based on demographic, characteristic, and economy. So, why do I want to research this? Is because as we know, Indonesia is a very unique country because of its people who have a high sense of tolerance. One example of this tolerance can be seen from the culture of gotong royong. Gotong royong is a form of altruistic behavior. So it can be concluded that altruism is a behavior that is done voluntarily to meet the needs of others without regard to self-interest and selflessly towards others. The main problem that will be discussed here is to see how the differences occur in the level of altruism based on demographics, characteristic, and economic of an individual or a household in Indonesia. So the motivation of this research is to look at how do different factors, in this case demographic, characteristic, and economy, influences someone to have an altruistic behavior. So altruism is a trait of prioritizing the interests of others, which is not limited to fellow human beings. It is also human nature in the form of an urge to do services and kindness to others. So there have been several studies on altruism, but the majority of these studies are research that focuses on non-economic aspects. Well, some of them now have focus on economic aspect, but back then they mostly discuss about non-economic, like from psychological stuff and something like that. And so this research has the potential to provide information and perhaps also clarify which people from the economic level have the highest and lowest level of altruism. Well, if we want to research more, and well, we can know more than just the highest and lowest level of altruism, but there may be a lot of other findings that we can find from this research as well. So this is one of the some of the literature that I found from the web that actually discuss about altruism. The first is altruisme dalam sistem ekonomi Islam. So in this research, they found that the solution offered by the Islamic social finance sector in facing the crisis is through zakat, infak, alms, and wakaf. The benevolent fund is to increase consumption stimulants, which will generate demand, which will gradually restore the balance of economic transaction in society, which in turn can help social resilience in society. And another research is altruisme dalam pembelajaran ekonomi sekolah. So in this research, they found that developing feelings of empathy and altruistic behavior in economics learning through providing illustration or real example that are close to students' lives and environment provide opportunities to construct student understanding and understanding of a problem or material to be studied. So they found that actually, like if you develop feelings of empathy or altruistic behavior, the students actually understand the material that are being taught in the school better. So yeah, that's a interesting finding. So the research question are like, what influences someone to do altruism? So basically the answer will be which factors have a big impact on people to do altruism. So is it economic, or is it their education, is it their marital status, and so on and so forth. So, and second research question is that, is it true that people that live in the village have a higher level of altruism? Because as I said before in the introduction, that Indonesia is known for gotong royong, and usually gotong royong exists in people who live in the village, since they know each other well. So usually we will think that people that live in the village have a higher level of altruism than people who live in the city, maybe. But so the point of this research is it true or not? Or is it just like our, skeptical thinking? The data that I will be using for this research is the IFLS data, and the variable that are going to be used are level of education, marital status, job, residential area, and lastly their income. Yeah, so that's all for my presentation. I think that this research is far from perfect, as I believe that there are still a lot of room for improvements for this topic. Like, I think this altruism topic is really, really good to be discussed more. Like, there are a lot of factors in it, right, in IFLS. So, yeah, I suggest that further research may want to use more data to make it as accurate as possible. So, and also you can find a more interesting result in it, as the observation data in IFLS is so many. So yeah, I think you should explore the data more for further research. So yeah, I think that's my suggestion. Thank you for listening, and see you next time.